Hello everybody, welcome back to CXMX3295. In today's video, we will cover my surprise catch of the Illinois Central Death Star duo. On March 21st, I had plans to go to Eleanor and rail fan the Southern Transcon for a couple hours. I wake up that morning with nothing else on the agenda other than to catch fast BNSF trains. I get up, I get around, and I leave town. I get about 20 miles from Eleanor, and I get a call from Jelly to Meow. And naturally I answer, and he asks, "How far are you from Newton?" And all I'm thinking is, what did I miss this time? At least if it's eastbound, it'll come by me later. And I say about 40-50 miles. And I ask, why does he want to know? He says, you know the Death Stars that went to Kansas City yesterday? I said, yeah. He said, they're leading KCKNEW with nothing else in the consist. At this point, I had made the decision of screw the Transcon and found a spot to turn around and started heading west. He made the comment that they had stopped at Peabody for an eastbound. So I get about 10 miles from Peabody, and I see an eastbound that they'd waited on. And then I went down through Peabody and checked the siding to see if they were still there by chance. They were gone, and I did not see anything else till I got to the edge of Newton and found the rear of the train. If you've ever been to Newton, you know that it's almost impossible to chase something through town that's ahead of you, because you have to go back and forth over the tracks a bunch depending on the spot you want to go to. Knowing this, I just made a decision to go to the west end of the yard to hopefully see them pull on by. After getting stuck in some very unlucky traffic and barely getting to the spot I ended up going, they stopped for a minute to flip some switches to start breaking down their train, which gave me just enough time to get set up. And after a very short wait, they began to pull forwards to break down their train. We get to hear the lovely P5 horn and these classic EMDs throttle up. After getting photos in that spot, I sprinted ahead of it since they were going slow enough, and found a ditch that I didn't know was there. I almost fell backwards and hurt my hip, but at least I got good photos in the process. After that, we headed back into Newton to see what was in the power pool. And as we crossed the tracks, I look down, and I see a black standard cab EMD heading my way. After quickly realizing what they were, I pulled over and got my tripod set up just in time. After that, we made our way over to the rail fanning park and saw them backing up into the power pool. After that, I went and parked under a tree for about an hour to see what else would come, since I was already there, and I wasn't going all the way back to Eleanor. After sitting there a while, I checked the signals, and they were off. So I went to go get gas, and I come back, and I see 1446 getting shuttled around to the west end of the yard. Since the main line was dead, and the duo was tied down, I decided to call it a day. Until about 9 o'clock at night, I had a random idea for a shot and bike to the tracks, and made it a reality. Thank you for watching. Till next time.